first real game in front of might be as many as 10,000 people. So.
I'm really excited. I thought the exhibition game was fun, and it was a nice way to get like first game jitters out. But I'm super excited to have a real game. I'm a little nervous. I've never been in Excel, never shot or played in Excel, but I'm really excited.
You said you get nervous before a lot of games, but yet you made your first 3 shots last time. I mean, that settle you down a little bit, or are you still going into this thinking, oh, this is the real thing? What am I going to do?
Well, I get nervous before every game, but once the ball goes up, then the nerves they settle. But definitely making my first shot and the next 2 were really helpful in that first one.
Is there some sense of comfort because you have Paige out there and you're so familiar with her and you can just focus on, you guys playing out there rather than everything else going on?
For sure, but not even just her. I've gotten really comfortable with everyone on the team, so they do a really good job of helping to settle my nerves offensively and defensively and making me feel comfortable and making sure I know what I'm doing.
Azzi, happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
What did you learn from that first game and about yourself and kind of just playing with the team together for that first time?
I kind of learned that, one, I need to talk more. I think that was a big stressor for all of us, but definitely as freshmen, we need to do a lot more talking, communicating, offensively and defensively. But it was just a lot of fun to have an actual opponent that weren't our practice players or each other. It was definitely different than practice, so it was just a fun feeling.
When you say talk more, where do you just like with your teammates trying to move the ball, or what do you mean by that?
Just communicating, like making sure we're all on the same page, like defensively, like I'm in help, making sure the next person's there if I get beat, and that sort of thing.
How long have you been waiting for this moment? It seems like you've been good forever, so you must have been dreaming about college for a while.
So yesterday was my birthday, and on my birthday last year I signed, and so those memories popped up in my camera roll, and I was like, wow, that was only a year ago that I was signing to be here, and now I'm actually here about to have my first game. Like, things have really changed in just a year. I thought that was a really cool way to look back.
How is this different from your dreams, 5 years ago as a kid or 2 years ago as a kid?
It's kind of surreal. I still can't really believe that I'm actually here, really about to play at UConn, my first college game, and I have nothing but excitement and happy feelings.
So Kristen said it was a pretty hard week of practice going on to the first game. What was that like for you, just to really have to focus on the practice for it too, going into the opener?
It's good. I like when practices are hard because that's how they should be. Like, practice should always be so much harder than games, and it's coach just getting us ready for everything that's going to be thrown at us now that the season's starting up. So.
Speaking of difficulties, you guys don't start off with a real easy team. Is that a good thing because it gets everybody focused and excited right from the start?
I think so, yeah. It gives us a challenge right away. It doesn't give us any really false realities. It doesn't get us feeling too good about ourselves. We'll get real competition and get to see where we're at.
How much have you heard, obviously you didn't experience, but just heard about last year's defensive performance against Arkansas?
I've heard a lot about how that was a huge turning point for them. And after that game, they realized that they really needed to pick things up, and kind of as a team, they just got on the same page, and they, like I said, talking, and they realized that how important that was and how they needed to pick that up together.
Who'd you hear that from, the players or coach?
All the players. Well, the coaches were just saying how it was bad, and then the players said how how it was a turning point, and how together they talked it over after that game and came to a realization together that they needed to turn things around.
Izzi, there's so much talent on this team. You just said you're getting comfortable with all the different players. Do you think that that's been a theme, kind of everybody getting comfortable, so no matter who he puts out there and whatever rotation he decides, everybody's comfortable playing together?
I really do think so. I don't think we have no chemistry issues on our team. I think personally I love playing with everyone, and I think the whole team sort of feels that way. So no matter what combination he puts out, we're good to go.
Azzi played with Josie Wolfenberger this summer. What kind of teammate was she, and what kind of impact can she make on a game?
She had great energy. She was goofy and just brought great energy to practices and games. And with Team USA, she played more of a big. I know with Arkansas, she is more of a guard, a wing. So like as her friend, I saw she did well in the first game and I was happy for her, but also just kind of seeing how she's playing a different position is good to know for Sunday. But it would definitely be interesting because that's not how I saw her with USA.
How tall is she?
How tall?
6'4", 6'5",
Yeah,
isn't she?
6'5",
So
I
that's
think.
kind of difficult matchup.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Good answer.
You're one of the rare freshmen where Gino has said, "Oh, she actually can play some defense." How do you feel about your fitting in with the defensive rotations and stuff? I mean, obviously there's a ton to learn and communication and so on, but how are you feeling about your game defensively with different combinations on the court?
I think I've gotten a lot better at defense just in the last month. I started off and I wasn't really confident in it, and that's when I told myself I want to be a really good defender and really try to focus on getting better at this. So that he said that, it's a nice compliment to hear, because I definitely don't hear that in practice. But I kind of see how important defense is, and if you play good defense, you can help your team in any way. So that's my goal.
He also mentioned that in high school you started out talking about how defense was important, and then he said, well, until all the shots started falling, then she forgot about it.
That's not what happened.
Well, clue us in. What really did that?
I used to love defense way more than offense, and then when I got hurt was when I kind of took a step back from defense, just because that's not something you can work on as easily by yourself. It's more of an in-game situation, and I haven't had, I came back from my knee injury and then COVID came, so I didn't have a U or a high school season. So this is my first real consistent period of basketball. So now that I'm back playing consistently, that's what I'm really trying to work on.